Yeah.
He
Welcome,
doesn't
ladies and
care.
gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Ringside Rants with yours truly, Just Mike. To my right, over there, we have Bad Karma, the birthday boy. Below me, we have JAT, the whatever that says down there, Louisiana champion of music. And tonight we have a fantastic guest with us, Ms. Vyra Lestrange, who is a three-time DCW Women's Heavyweight Champion. How the hell are you, ma'am? How the hell are you guys?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. How are you guys?
Glad you're here.
Feeling great.
First off, congratulations on having a Pro Wrestling Tees t-shirt.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. I don't see anyone buying them or wearing one yet, but hop off.
Oh, well, I thought maybe it throws the boys one. I'm just saying. But no, I'm just playing. No, whenever I get paid this week, I'll definitely be picking one up off PAWT.
Yeah. I get paid next week, so and I live right almost right by Pro Wrestling Tees, so it should
Really?
it's like right in Chicago, so once I order, I'll probably get it with like 2 or 3 days. So
Nice.
Yeah, and Phil's absent right now. He just now waking up. He works at late shift at a casino we're going to rob one day. So yeah. So I see you have a couple of opens on your resume for shows. Have you reached out to anybody? Has anybody reached out to you from New South or MCW or anybody like that?
I've had promotions reach out, but they're all for dates that I'm already booked for. And honestly, if they don't get booked, I'm not going to sweat it. Between work, training, shows, gym, I'm pretty busy. I only have 2 open dates left for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. I looked at your schedule. I'm not allowed to go to your because they don't like me very much, which I could care less. Speak the truth, and they don't like me, so I don't care. Chris, I think, has his own company over at Magnolia Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of issues, I think, between Diamond and you, or not you, but Diamond and them together.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because I showed up and I was supposed to do some stuff and I didn't get a chance to, but then Frank showed up and he was like, "Oh, that guy there, coward." But anyway, so I digress, but I am the biggest heel there is when it comes to podcasting, as you may well know. And
I don't know about that one.
I'm pretty sure I'm the biggest heel when it comes to podcasts around locally. I mean, not nationwide or anything, but locally, I'm pretty sure I'm hated.
I don't know. It sounds like Vyra might have a podcast enemy, somebody that might be dogging on her for her to say that.
Do you?
I'm not going to out his name because I don't want to start no drama. But
I already know the name then. Am I correct?
Probably. Based out of Mississippi.
There's always got to be at least one hater. That's business. Always got to be.
And I see you have recently lost a lot of weight. You have done a complete transformation on your body, and you're completely training extremely hard, and it is paying off for you 10 times fold. I am nothing but congratulatory of you. And everybody else that I've ever talked to about you has said nothing but high marks and high praise of you.
Who are you talking to about me?
Your friend, our friend, Mr. Rainbow Warrior Josh Payne. He comes in my shop sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great guy. Love him. Good dude. He was kind of shocked at first because he thought I was going to have, like, legit beef with him. Like, dude, I don't care about that shit, man. Like, that whole... I'll put it to you like this. There's kids that's over there in that company that think they know more than they do. And so they want to run their mouth about me, and that's fine. And then whenever I hear about it, oh, I never said anything. And I'm like, huh. And then other people want to get involved, and I'm like, huh. And the reason I don't go nowhere long is because I don't have to. But Josh thought I was gonna have like something negative or something mean to say, and I was like, "No, man, I have nothing but what is it called? Nothing but admiration and praise for y'all." But as some of the people there in that company, I don't like, but that's in any company, and a lot of people don't like me, and that's fine too. But I've never once said anything that wasn't true, and I will always stay to that fact.
Okay, hey, I have a question for our guests when you finish. Right?
Go ahead. I'm done ranting. I'm sorry. I have took
Yeah.
over, and I apologize.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get to our. Okay, Vara, I have a question for you. First one of the night. What inspired you to get into professional wrestling? Who did you look? What caught your eye? Who inspired? Just overall, who do you look up to? What made you say, "I want to do this"? You know, you could name some talent. Just give us a little bit of your beginning.
So, the very first time I got in a ring, I was 13 years old. Um, my mom's best friend's husband was a wrestler, Mountain Man Richard Bailey. And I was so close to them. I practically lived with them. I went with them to all the shows. I was there for a couple of their training sessions. And one night, Mountain Man looked at me and he told me to get in the ring. And I did, and I fell in love with it ever since. And I had my first match when I was 14 years old. But shortly after, I had to quit, and I got back into it again when I was 20 or 19, 20. And it didn't go very well. There were things going on there that should have never happened, and it killed my love for wrestling. And I swore to myself I would never watch wrestling or never get involved in the wrestling business ever again. And that held up true for about 3 or 4 years until Mr. Josh Payne, Rainbow Warrior, he messaged me one day and said, "Hey, I have a ring built. I'm going to start up training at my house. I want you to join." And at first I told him no, and I told him why. And he said, "Well, just try it. If you don't like it, you can stop. We won't do anything that you're not comfortable with." And so, since I trusted Josh and I knew he knew what he was doing, I went over there and I had a lot of fun, and I've been with it ever since. And now that I was the only student left after he started training up. So he sent me to Diamond Championship Wrestling, and now I'm still being trained by Josh. I'm being trained by Scott Armstrong. I'm being trained by Marcel Pringle as well. So under the tutelage of 3 phenomenal wrestlers, and I'm having the time of my life now.
Okay, so you actually, what got you into the business was actually being able, you got to be hands on, got to be around it.
Mhm.
You weren't just inspired, you got to actually take part almost in a family style setting and get into it. So that, yeah, that's you didn't watch somebody on TV and say, "I want to do this." There was a ring there, and you got to kind of train and get into it almost naturally.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That's pretty cool right there. That I like that. That's very cool.
That's basically how I did that. But I was 18, and I worked for Pacific Wrestling.
Yeah, this isn't about you. No one cares.
Stop cutting her off. She's our guest.
There's
I
my.
love it.
Be
I
our
love it.
guest,
That's
be
what
our
I'm
guest.
waiting on. I was waiting on the moment where her to just tell me to shut up. And you are more than welcome to use any explicit words here, and we don't care. This is your show. We're just living in it, and so yeah. And I have a couple of questions. I need answers to.
Okay.
One is from the former challenger, the former champion. Is she off your radar now completely, or is there going to be a rematch, or you really don't care?
Oh, I'm sure she's going to come back for her rematch. But
you don't care.
I don't care.
That's what I figured.
So on a personal level with you and this wrestler, you would, if out of a 1 to 10, if you had to say how much she can come back and fight you again, and yeah, you'll defend or whatever. But if you had to put it on a 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, where would you put her in your I care about you or not, where would you put her?
I don't care about her, but I do respect her.
So
I have to respect her.
what number would you give? If 1 is the lowest and 10 is the highest, if you have to fight her again, you're like, how much do I like this person? Where would you put her?
I'm gonna give her an even 5. Put her right there in the middle.
Okay, I was expecting a 3, so nice, not too lowballed.
Well, that's
Phil,
way too much. Welcome, Phil, to the show, bro.
oh, the Beast Mortos without his mask, man. What the hell?
Yeah, for real. Congratulations on showing up finally. About 10 minutes late.
Hey, what's up, El Chicago? Happy birthday.
El Chicago.
Yeah,
All right, keep the questions coming.
Okay,
yeah.
now I have another question for you. Since you have your first pro wrestling T-shirt, what else is next? You gonna have like a Wrestle Buddy, like Mac Daddy Duds did, and or any of that stuff?
I have tumblers and stickers coming in this week. I'm going to see how those sell.
Okay. I mean, I would
you
like
doing,
to have
Champ?
a wrestling buddy personally, so that way I could wrestle it with my my Ultimate Warrior and my puppet from hell. But you know, I could use a tumbler. I mean, I drink a lot of water as it is where I work at, so it works out.
She probably had to get hooked up with Matt Cardona with the wrestling buddies.
Yeah, I know. But she's wrestling all around the Southeast. I mean, from South Carolina, at
North
least.
Carolina.
Huh?
North Carolina.
Sorry, ma'am. North Carolina. Wow, that's even further away. North Carolina, all the way down, including
All the way up to Indiana as well.
Oh, what part?
That's in his backyard.
Well, I don't know how much.
Damn, girl, you're grinding.
Backyard, you got to be a little bit more specific.
Yeah, there were like 3 people talking to me at once. I didn't understand a word any of you just said. So one at a time, please.
All right. You said you're coming up to Indiana. He said that was my backyard. That's a pretty big backyard. You got to be a little bit more specific.
Well, I was in Madison, Indiana a couple weeks ago.
Ooh, that's really south.
Okay. Yeah.
I have another question.
Okay.
I have another question after y'all finish this.
All right. Yeah, Medicine's like really south. That's like damn near almost Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where they all start talking funny.
How many years would you consider yourself not from when you started, but back in the ring and working circuits like this? How many years would you say you've been on the well, what would we call this?
Independent.
Yeah, on the indie circuit.
Officially, I would say since April of last year.
Okay, so you're over a year on the indie circuit. How do you feel about the how the fans are responding to you so far?
I mean, when I can confidently say I am probably one of the most hated people at Diamond. I actually had I'll just say this, one of the coolest moments of my career so far. It was back in late March, early April. I was the women's champion for the second time at that point, and I had been on this winning streak, and the fans hated me. Like, they knew they didn't like me, but didn't realize how much they actually hated me until I started talking. Scott calls me the promo queen because I am very, very good at promos. That is my level of expertise. And I basically went on this long tirade about how there is not a woman dead or alive who is greater than me. I am the greatest women's champion alive. There's not a single person who even holds a candle to me. And then I just started tearing into the crowd. And I challenged a fan from the crowd to come and face me for the women's championship. And she beat me for it in like 10 seconds. And the crowd went nuts for that. It was so loud. I couldn't even, like, the referee was talking to me, make sure I was okay. I couldn't hear a word he was saying. The crowd went absolutely nuts. And if I could post a link to it, I would, so y'all could go back and watch it, because that was probably my favorite moment I've had so far.
Oh, wow. Who was this fan, a former or current wrestler to beat you?
Now she is our general manager, Johanna Brooks. She went from being a fan to being the women's champion to being a GM all in like a week.
Wow.
Wow.
I guess we'll call that a stroke of luck for her for a week.
Lightning struck. That's all we can say is lightning struck.
Yeah. I was gonna say about you saying how they were hate, which if they're hating you, I love you. So about the fans going off on you for that winning streak, let's not forget one of the best wrestlers on the planet, Kazuchika Okada, went 12-0 in title defenses, and the people hated him. Yes, he was great. So why did they hate him? Because he kept winning. They kept winning. They didn't like it. They didn't love him until he dropped it and started over from scratch. But hey, you could be the best in the world and people can boo you.
And he also flips people off and calls them bitch too.
Today, years later.
The same thing with The Rock, man. When he was the IC champ, man, and people wanted him to lose for a long time.
There was even signs in the crowd saying "Die, Rocky, die."
So,
But
So,
now,
Any
now
more
that
questions?
yes, since you're the 3-time women's DCW champion, are you representing that title around the other independent promotions or only at
No,
Diamond?
that's strictly for Diamond.
Okay. So you're not trying to go be belt collector in other companies?
No.
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, that leads me.
She paused on that. Y'all seen that, right? She's like, no. like she's pondering that question. Like she really may consider going being champion in other companies.
Well, that brings me to another cool question. Is there anyone doesn't matter the company, is there anyone that you would like to be in the ring with to face, or is there someone you may have a vendetta against that you want to get? Either way, whether there's someone you want to face because they're naturally talented, or there's someone you may want to get even with, get revenge, or say I'm better than them. Is there anybody out there that you'd like to mess it up with?
I would gladly take on any and everybody, but my dream match for me would be Miss Tiny Tonnelly. She's based out of Florida. She is called the Suplex Queen, and she looks absolutely phenomenal in the ring. She looks just phenomenal in general, and there's no one more who I'd love to go out there and tear it up with than Miss Tiny. And before that, it was Sis Sasaki, but I just had a match with her a couple weeks ago, or last week. So I would gladly work her again anytime.
Isn't she? She sounds Japanese.
She might have like some Japanese origin to her, but her gimmick is kind of it's kind of a Japanese vibe to it.
Anime feel to it.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit about your experience with getting to work with her and how it was a dream match of yours, obviously, and you got to work with her? Some of your feelings on from the match to how happy you were with your results to working with her, or how you felt her level was. Would you like to talk about any of that?
I mean, absolutely. No match is perfect. After looking back, I would probably say I would have done this differently, probably would have saved this spot for this moment. But in the moment, everything felt smooth. She's super easy to work with, super kind, super talented. I have nothing but good things to say about her. And on top of that, she is battling breast cancer, and she is one of the toughest women I know. So she's just an all-around badass, and I love her.
Okay. It's pretty tough going through breast cancer, especially while still wrestling. I got a question.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years with your pro wrestling career?
I don't know if I'm ever going to make it to the big time, but I definitely could see myself having a name across the indie scene. I'm obviously getting recognized. I had the WWE legend Leilani Kai reach out to me, which was super cool. She saw my content and started commenting on it, and she followed me on Facebook. So my content's getting somewhere.
Yeah, I did some research on your lately. You've been pretty busy. Like, what other places would you like to go travel to? Like, do you see yourself?
Hey, I have a passport. I'll go anywhere.
Oh,
there we go.
Well, would you ever see yourself in wrestling in GCW?
I would love to.
I could see you wrestling Maki Ito.
You know, no. She could wrestle Masha.
Masha Slamovich.
I think she would beat Masha Slamavich's ass.
Yeah.
I really do.
Well,
there's some
someone needs to
controversy
after those allegations. Someone needs to after those allegations, which he did.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure Byron could straighten it out for everybody. I mean, you know, even if the allegations, I mean, that's a tough woman right here. I mean, hands down, one of the toughest women I know. So
well, maybe if they find her guilty, maybe Vara can straighten her out.
How would you feel about that? Like, if you actually had a match with Miss Masha Slamovich?
That'd be cool as hell.
See, I love that. And to be honest, every time we have you on, you grow in your persona every single time. You have done nothing but grow as a person, but you've grown. And I've been watching your stuff. Every time you post something, I always post like on Facebook. I care because me personally, I reached out to you. When was it? Like 2 years ago?
A little less than that.
A little less than 2 years ago. And I was like, hey, you know, I think it'd be awesome if you came on here and talked to us. And then you were nervous, and now you're not nervous at all. So to me, I'm actually nervous now. So times have changed. And, you know, and I appreciate that. And to me, it makes me feel happy for you. And nothing but admiration. And I will always continue. I'll always continue to show you nothing but. If you ever hear someone say I said something bad, you better come back and talk to me because I swear to you, I never will.
I'm just gonna jump in for 1 second because I gotta get Mike right there because you are justifiably in a position that you'd rather not be in.
Yeah. See, yeah. You know. But no, seriously, she when she first came on My Lion Gentleman, she has grown tremendously since then.
Yes,
I agree.
Growth is good. Confidence is everything.
And yes, I've been following you on Facebook and everything, and it's just amazing to see what you how you started and where you're at right now. So
and it's nothing. Yes, we know the train. We know the train.
Hey, you always giddy about it.
Well, right now, I'm not getting giddy about anything because we have one of the most talented female wrestlers in the business today, gracing us with her presence. See, told you, I'm nervous as shit. Congratulations.
Thank you. Any other questions?
My last question for you is this, and I'll let you leave on this if you want to. Since you're doing a lot of the independent circuits in a lot of places, what place do you want to go? Like, I mean, of course, WWE is a dream, or AEW might be a dream, or TNA, whatever. But I'm talking about independently. What is the number one place you want to be?
I really don't think I have a specific goal as far as which promotion to work for. You know, whether there's a crowd of 15 people or I think the record I've worked in front of is 400. The money, that none of that matters. I'm doing this because this is something that I'm good at and that I love and I want to continue to grow in. And whether it's a big crowd in front of a audience of over 500 people or that I have 10 people working in front of, each and every time I'm in the ring, I'm learning and I'm growing and I'm getting my reps in. And to me, that's all that matters. So it doesn't matter where it happens. It just matters that it happens.
I love that answer.
That's
I love
a
that
good
answer.
one. It's truly what it's all about, because when I'll perform, it doesn't matter if there's 100 people or 10 people in that crowd. You have to treat those 10 people like they are thousands of people, and that's where that respect and that trust, that earning of moving up comes from. So I totally understand that, and yeah, it makes total sense. You have the absolute right approach.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not, like I just said, it's not about fame, money, glory. If I wasn't doing it on a bigger level, I would still be doing it. I'm doing it because it's fun and I love it.
Yeah, awesome. Before you go, and also before you tell us about what you have coming up, can we get, since it's Josh's birthday, can we get a heel promo on Josh, and you tell him what a piece of garbage he is?
All right.
Hey, she hates
Give me a
Mike.
minute. Let me think of something.
Roast the shit out of him.
Yeah, roast him.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, roast him like you're in that ring and you're holding that belt, and yeah, let him have it.
Okay, give me a minute. Let me cook something up because this is what I'm good at. But
Go ahead.
what?
I mean,
All right, give me a minute.
Act like he's the jabroni in the front row in the barricade, screaming, "You suck! I wish I had a burrito for every time you came down this ring. At least I'd be full." Let him have it.
All right,
Will you
Josh,
stop?
you want me to wish you a happy birthday? Well, let me tell you something. I'm not a saint, not a hero, and I'm definitely not someone who you want to put your faith in. You want a happy birthday from me, but that's just simply not going to happen. See, people, they look at their heroes and want them to. Shit, hang on. I had it and I lost it. Give me a minute.
you're good. You're fine. We loving it. Josh don't
Okay.
deserve a happy birthday. That's all we
This
want
is
to hear.
actually, and by the way, this is actually how I cut promos. Like, I always, because like I said, I love promos. It's what I do. And I will sit there and I will cut promos in my head over and over again. And this is exactly how I practice them. So, in a way, it works out.
Yeah, he don't deserve a damn happy birthday. He deserves nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Let's see. Ringside Rants.
Oh dear God.
You asked me, your 3-time DCW Women's Champion, Vira Lestrange, to hop on here so you can all mark out to your favorite Women's Champion of all time. And you asked me to tell Mr. Josh here, happy birthday?
Yeah.
That's cute. It's almost adorable, actually.
Oh.
Well, you don't know me that well, and I sure as hell don't know you.
What the?
And you asked me to tell you happy birthday? I'll tell you what, instead of a happy birthday, why don't I just make my way up to, you said you're from Ohio?
Ooh, that was the best part.
You said you're from Ohio? Oh, I would, but if they look like you, I think I might just burn my eyes out instead.
Ah!
Ooh.
Damn, dude.
That was terrific because he's actually from Chicago, so he deserved that.
I said Chicago. I thought you said Ohio. I wasn't listening.
Oh no,
It's the same difference. It's the same damn difference.
Yeah.
I'm from Indiana, just outside of Chicago, but that's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it.
You're amazing.
Thank you,
Thank you so much, Miss Vira Lestrange. And if anybody watches this and you're wanting a T-shirt, go to Pro Wrestling Tees, buy her T-shirt, find her wherever she is going to be next, because I promise you, it won't be long before she is going to be in big time indie promotions, doing big time things. And I have nothing but high hopes, high regards, and so much admiration for you.
Well, let us tell her where she's going. Right
Yeah.
here before she logs
Yeah.
off. What's coming up? Where are you headed?
Let's see. This Friday, I will be in Crossville, Tennessee, making my Riot. What's the name of that promotion? Hang on.
It doesn't matter. They're just lucky
I
to
will be
get
in
you.
Crossville, Tennessee this Friday. Then next Saturday at the Bullet Bob Armstrong Memorial Arena, your 3-time BCW Women's Champion will return to the Bullet Bob Armstrong Memorial Arena in Theodore, Alabama. Following that, I will be in Georgia and Waynesboro.
Waynesboro.
Yeah. I
They're
will
lucky.
be taking on another nobody who has no talent, can't even hold a candle to me. Really wasting my time with her. And then I will be back at DCW.
Didn't even
And then I
name
will
her.
be back in Georgia. And Thomasville, Georgia, returning to Solid Rock Championship Wrestling, where I will be facing off in a 5-way women's elimination match to determine the first ever SRCW Ladies Champion. And then I will be taking a week off, and then I will be back at the Bullet Bob Armstrong Memorial Arena, and then I will be in Arkansas.
So you're going to be in a lot of DCW because you're a mainstay there, and they treat you well. I know that for a fact. I'm happy they treat you well, considering that you know me. And I'm glad that you're getting trained by two of the best people in the world, Scott Armstrong and Mr. Rainbow Warrior.
And Marcel Pringle.
And Marcel Pringle, which is a nice gentleman. I had a good talk with him over at MCW. Very nice gentleman. I have nothing but great things to say about all three of them. But my thing is, after all this is done, do you see yourself becoming the female version of the face of the company? Is that what you are now?
Female version? There is no female version or male version. I am the company.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Hey, all right. Thank you so much for jumping on. I did post in the comments a link to get your t-shirt from Pro Wrestling Tees. So anybody that wants one, check the comments, and there is a link.
So yeah, everybody is saying thanks, country. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't ever have the chat up. There's a chat up now. Can y'all see the chat?
Waiting.
No.
I thought nobody was coming. I was like, where? I didn't realize chat wasn't up.
Yeah, can you see it now? Is the chat up?
Huh?
No.
Even Raina.
There's the chat.
All right, there it is.
Buy her t-shirt.
Let's see what we get.
Before I go, does anyone in the comments who's watching have any questions or anything for me? I have a little bit of time.
Raina says, so happy to see you again, Vira. You look amazing. She wants a t-shirt. I can't read the rest of the comments. I feel somebody's going to have to hit it.
And this right here is the link to your t-shirt. So if anybody wants a t-shirt, there's where you go to get her t-shirt right there. Thank you for doing that, Mr. Josh. Appreciate you. You're 27 years old today. I'm sorry, you're 5 years old today. You're getting younger every year. Congratulations.
I get younger as Phil gets older.
Yeah, you missed Phil's 102nd birthday last month. It was awesome.
It's 39 to be honest, but who's counting?
All right, 150. But and Josh is 5 today.
All right. Does anyone else have anything before I head out?
No, just thank you so much, and continue the hard work, and
thank you for gracing us.
Entertained to see what more you're gonna do.
I'm humbled. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Wish you the best.
We'll see you again.
Stay healthy, stay active, stay winning. We all wish you the best. Thanks for coming on.
And remember, tell her the catchphrase.
What?
Remember, what's yours is yours. What's yours is.
Oh yeah. Well, I would tell her that, but then she's gonna want to fight me. So I think she's gonna keep the rights to her own T-shirt.
Yeah, we all love you, Vira. Yes, we do. And the other last thing I have for you is I wish you nothing but greatness. And
Also,
I mean,
roast the shit out of country one day.
roast the shit out of country. Yeah, that'd be great. That would be awesome. But no, I do appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us and telling us about you and about what you've been doing and your dream matches. And hopefully, maybe one day we can get you and one of your dream match competitors on here, and that way we could all talk and get y'all in the ring together somewhere down the line. That'd be awesome, in my opinion.
It would be very cool.
It'd be very cool. Thank you again, Miss Vira Lestrange. And as everybody should know, go to ProWrestlingTees.com. Go get your Vira Lestrange T-shirts. See her on the Indies.
Do you have any socials you want to promote?
Yeah, I was about to mention that. I am on Facebook, Vira Lestrange, and then you can also find me on X, Instagram, and TikTok under the name Vira_Lestrange. And I post content almost daily, multiple times a day. So if you want to keep up with me, really Facebook and TikTok are your best bets of, I guess, keeping track of me.
And like I said, nothing but admiration for you. And I hope and pray that one day soon I can actually watch one of your matches live. That's one of my goals. I don't care where it's at. I just want to be there.
I mean, that would be cool as hell. And if you can't make it, November 28th will be All Sales Final, and it will be live on pay-per-view. So if you cannot make it to the Bullet, you are more than welcome to purchase the show. I think it's going to be like $17. I think that's how much it was the last 2-3 times. And you can watch it anywhere on your phone, TV, tablet, laptop, however you want to watch. So just keep that in mind.
That means Josh is definitely going to watch because he loves to buy pay-per-views.
He don't buy pay-per-views at all. But no, I might have to get
the big ones.
I mean, I would rather do it in person, but I might have to do that. You know the deal.
I try not to wrestle locally. I use wrestling because I love to travel. Traveling is like my second favorite hobby, and I think it's so cool. I can use wrestling to travel, and then I can travel to wrestle. So Diamond is like my home place. It's my home training, but I want to get out of Mobile. I want to get out of this Gulf Coast, and so if I can get away from the local scene, I try to, because I'm not going to make a name for myself just sitting in Mobile.
That is 100% correct. Matter of fact, I know a couple of people in Tennessee, a couple of people in Texas, a couple of people I'm still friends with. Go ahead.
I'll probably go to a couple places up here in Indiana, up northwest Indiana. That I can send you a couple promotions that you might want to look into that do a lot of indie people.
Okay.
And I have a question. I know you're not one of the deathmatch competitors, but are you interested at all in that or no?
Why not?
I like it. I like it.
I might be able to put you in contact with a couple of people then because they're in New Jersey, X-Brand Wrestling. They're really good people. Mickey Knuckles wrestles there a lot. Matter of fact, Veronica Kane is one of their head nurses. Jasmine St. Clair is up there. The Necro's been up there a couple of times. I might be able to put you in contact with Mr. Tarzan Duran. That would be amazing. Amazing to see you go that route. I think you would do very well.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'll put it if you want me to. I'll message Mr. Tarzan and see what he says if you're interested.
Absolutely.
Cool. I'll put in a word for you because I like Mr. Tarzan Duran, Mr. Randy Christie. If you don't know who he is, you should get to know him because he carries around a BAM stick. And he smokes weed at every chance he gets, and he's a gentleman. He is a very nice guy. Very, very nice guy. And Ms. Vira, I have nothing left to say to you except for I'm very, very gracious that you actually showed up tonight. Thank you. Does anybody else have anything?
No, we're all good. Like I said,
Oh, we're good.
Yeah.
We'll keep
And-
on following.
Yeah, and when you leave, we're gonna sit here and debate about where you should go in our opinion, because I think honestly you would do great in deathmatch scene because you said you're up for it. That to me is amazing. I think that to me is just like wow. I would have never heard you would be into that, but
Right.
if you are into that, then that's fucking fantastic.
Before I leave, hang tight for just a second, okay? Well,
No.
am I still on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it froze or?
Yeah, I think
Oh.
it froze.
I know what she did.
Just try to flip the camera around.
I think she just left us. Like left us. And wanted us to be here like waiting on her to get back.
She just trolled us, didn't she?
Yep. Yeah, she
Oh,
No,
there goes.
she did the goal, but that was funny. Hang on.
She's trying to pull something off to show us something or something.
yeah, she's doing something crazy. I really thought you were pranking us. I really did.
It sounds like there's something she wants us to see or something. Not sure. Maybe she's trying to pull up on her phone. I don't know. She's trying to pull something off.
That's fine. Thank you. No.
All right. I was gonna try to upload a link, but it won't let me do it, so never mind.
You can send it after you log off.
Yeah, you can send it, post it, whatever. Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. I mean, legit. And you already know how I feel about you. So I have nothing but great things to say about you. Yeah, she does it on purpose. She was trying to post the link to our, I guess she was trying to post a link to our podcast with her being on here. I think that's what you're trying to do, correct?
Yeah, it didn't work.
It doesn't like that.
No, I can try to do it through Facebook if you want me to, and that way you can see it from there, and then try to steal it that way so you can share it.
That's fine.
All
But
right,
no one has any questions about like Vira in general, or like just wrestling in general? Anything you might want to know that you can't really find a clear answer to? I still have a little bit of time before I have to go to bed.
Would you ever like to wrestle Mercedes Moné?
I mean, I'll wrestle anybody. I don't look at these wrestlers and think, oh, she's snotty. I don't want anything to do with her. Mercedes Moné, she has a name to her. If I work her, that means my name now gets attraction. Regardless of what people says, she is actually really good in the ring, and she knows what she's doing. I would feel safe with her. As long as that person is trained and is safe and knows what they're doing, I will gladly work anybody.
Personally, rather see you with somebody like Tony Storm than Mercedes, but okay.
Any of them. They're built up that way because that's the way it's scripted.
Right. Jamie Hayter,
I just tagged you, Vira.
Tag me in what?
Facebook.
Okay.
That way you could see the link.
Okay.
Did you
I'm
see
scared
it?
to log out of it because the whole
Oh, you're
scared
using
to
your
log
phone?
out of it. Definitely me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what that's what if you log out, I can bring you right back in. So you won't have no problem if you want to come back.
Phil, wake up.
Huh?
Phil's asleep. So now that she's doing that and we have a minute, does anybody watch the Cult Heroin show?
About who? What?
Yeah.
What?
The what?
The Colt
Yeah.
Heroin show, the heroin, the one that you were posting, Phil. Ain't that the show that happened with Sari and all them other people?
No, that was you talking about Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Just
What?
do me a just delete the post for now.
Okay.
Technically, I'm not even supposed to do these types of podcasts because of a podcast regulation thing we have going on. Because some people don't know how to act, and I don't want to get caught in drama for something stupid.
Not a problem. It's done.
Thank you.
I was trying to put it on there for you to see because I thought you were trying to share it or whatever you were trying to do. So
Well, it's all right. I just because someone at Diamond got on a podcast and some things were said. We're kind of on a podcast restriction at the moment.
yeah, I already know the person and what was said and what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, so
But don't you feel special, Mike?
Well, so does Phil. Phil knows what happened too because we heard it from Chris.
Oh,
yeah.
Phil's like, oh yeah.
Phil did his best Beavis. Phil did his best Beavis right there.
Oh yeah. But it ain't no big deal. I understand. I get it, and I'm
Thank
not.
you.
And I won't mention no names either. So because I get it, I understand.
Yeah, there is legal tape in these businesses, wrestling fans.
Well, there ain't no legalities or nothing. It's just some people got butt hurt, and then certain people said some stuff they shouldn't have said, and it got blown out of proportion.
And now the company's like, watch your asses.
Yeah.
Well, her company is just like that because they don't condone that type of behavior.
Well, I understand. You can't. When you're representing a company and you're an image of a business, you can't just go and take a dump all over their face when you work for them.
The person's just young, and he thought he could say whatever.
Yeah, stupid.
It happens.
You represent a brand. I mean, Vira can tell you that when she's wrestling, even when she's walking in for one as a one-off, or she's working with a company, you gotta your actions represent who you're working for. You know, that's the label you're under.
That means everyone knows I'm trained by Scott Armstrong. If I'm going around acting like an ass, what is Scott teaching these kids? He's supposed to be a legend of 40 years. What has he been doing?
Right, right.
I can't disrespect Scott like that. So
the legendary Armstrongs.
So yeah, and I get that, and that's the reason why I'm not saying no names either. It's out of respect, and I don't have any respect for that person, but I respect you.
So since we got a guest, maybe she get our take on what's going on the wrestling business.
Yeah. Speaking of which, since you were here, we talked about this last week, and it was a big talking segment. I enjoyed it so much, and I'm going to revisit it. Just a small token. The Gail Kim situation between Kenny Omega and Riho. Did you hear about that by any chance?
I've heard there was something going on, but I don't really pay any attention to any of that stuff, to be honest with you.
I got you. So what do you watch normally?
I mean, I don't really watch wrestling as much as I probably should, but I don't keep up with drama. I don't, because honestly, from day one, we're taught that everything in the wrestling business is a work. And so when it comes to stuff like this, it's either this is really happening or it's just a work. And you can only post so much online before it goes too far, and then the higher ups have to get involved.
Proportion.
Yeah. So there's so much. I'm already caught up in my own drama, and I'm seeing everyone else's drama. I don't care to. And this is my other thing. If there is drama going on, this is one reason why kayfabe is dead. Fans have no business knowing what goes on behind the curtain. The only thing they need to know is the storylines where they're favorite people are going to be. They have no business in knowing, oh, well, this wrestler did this to this person and now they're not friends anymore. Or this person got fired for this. Like, that doesn't matter. That shouldn't matter to them. That what goes on behind the curtain needs to stay behind the curtain.
She's right. She's right. It should be the time and the place to watch the matches and where to go.
It's
Yeah.
just a lot of these dirt sheets want
That's why the
to.
wrestling business is essentially dead. It's a show. It's not. It's not really wrestling anymore. It's just
Who likes
entertainment,
who
and
this
that's why I like the whole show Triple H came out with. I forgot what it's called, but they show like
Unscripted, I think it is.
yeah. I'm not a fan of that at all.
I hate it.
I hate it too.
It takes all the magic away from wrestling. Fans have no business knowing how the wrestling business works.
And half of it is a work.
All of it's a work.
Yeah, every bit of it. Every bit of it's a work. The only things that's been real lately is the Raja Jackson situation, and that sucks, and it should have never happened. But that to me, and everybody's saying that the whole Matt Riddle thing with TMZ was a shoot, but that was not a shoot. That was a work. But 99.9% of the stuff you see on TV, you think, "Oh my God, I can't believe they did that." That's exactly what they're going for. I can't believe they did that. You know.
Speaking of being controversial, MLW took the world title off of Riddle for his loopy comments.
Yeah. But the drama situation, and that's why I'm trying to be a different person than if anybody says anything negative going forward. I'm just like, they don't have the cojones to say it to my face. So anything said behind my back now, it's just like, that's cool, that's cute, but if I ever see you, why do you run? So that's my whole ordeal is 99.9% of the people will run their head or run their mouth about things that are drama worthy, but whenever it comes down to do fight or flight, they run, they flight. So they should never ever open, and people should, like she said too, like you said too, Jordan. We shouldn't be able to tell people what's happening behind the scenes instead of just letting them be mystified or the whole wonderful world of magic.
Yeah, you should know an address and a time and where to buy a ticket. That's what you should know as a fan. And then you go to the show and you enjoy the show. That's like a brand new movie comes out, big box office movie, but before you go watch the movie, you're going to go watch somebody's review or listen to every big thing that's going to happen before you see it. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to ruin your experience that you're going to pay for? But more importantly, you want to enjoy first time seeing it play out and watching what's going to happen. That just makes no sense to me.
See, I have a friend of mine, man, and he does this, and it blows my mind. Like, he'll buy a DVD after he's already watched it on streaming. I'm like, dude, it's streaming for free. He's like, yeah, but I can own it. I'm like, technically, you can own it on the streaming service. Well, I mean, it's a Netflix original. And again, they never take those down, ever.
Well, well, this is where my collective ambition comes in. It's like, I'm sorry, I got to have a physical copy.
But that's different. That's different.
That's the collector's aspect.
Yeah,
a physical aspect. And and me and you both collect stuff. So,
and like what she was saying, though, man, I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on about different things that we shouldn't know as fans. We shouldn't know.
Yeah, that unscripted show. I have not watched it yet. I don't want to watch it.
It's terrible.
I know Matt, and this kind of pissed me off. Matt Cardona started doing something similar right now, going behind the scenes of the match with him and Shotzi. I'm like, why'd you do that?
I don't like the Shotzi and Matt Cardona feud. There's no need for it. As Scott would say, the wrestling business is phony baloney. But when you have someone the size of Matt and then a woman the size of Shotzi, if they were in a real fight, he would whoop her ass any given day. I feel like I've never been a fan of intergender matches. I've taken part of them. I don't mind being in them, but I don't like them simply because I feel like that just gives everything away.
You can't suspend disbelief because it just comes across as in real. There's not enough reality there. The one thing I will give an intergender match a positive on is if it's done right, a woman could truly shine even in a loss, and she could say, "Wow, look how good she can." Whether it's grappling on the mat or you're whipping somebody into the. I mean, it can really showcase the talent of a woman in there. But it's like, how many women can legitimately beat up a 6-foot man? I understand the suspend the disbelief, or belief. So I get it. But yeah, one of the best ones I think I ever saw, and I mean it's nothing on. It's just the way they did it. Jonathan Gresham wrestled his wife, Jordan Grace, and she lost. And yes, she might technically be the size or bigger than him, but she looks so good. The way they did it, and it looks so good. It made her look so capable and so good because she was, Jonathan Gresham is the octopus. He's a great grappler, like almost British style catch can, on the mat, the grappling, and she was going toe to toe with him, and it really made her look good in that aspect. So for something like that as an exhibition match, not for a title, not a main event, I don't mind that, and it gave her props. It made her look strong. But in one of these David versus Goliath situations, like the other week or two, we were talking about these guys. Like, I don't know how familiar you are with this because you're on the road working. You probably don't have time to watch everybody. But like a Jack Perry, and it's just like how unbelievable somebody like that is, or Darby Allin versus a Brian Cage, or a full size man, a Bobby Lashley. I don't know how much of that you're aware of with your schedule, Vara.
Not at all.
Yeah, she's too busy working and moving and going place to place. She don't have time to watch the shows.
No, I don't
I
blame her.
really don't.
I don't blame her. But I know you're getting out of here. I can already
Yeah.
tell. Yeah.
It's time for me to go. I got to get up early. Have work and gym and training and all the fun stuff tomorrow.
Do you still talk to Mr. Rockstar at all? Do y'all still talk?
Rockstar.
Gary?
Oh, no. We never really talked much when we were training together at Diamond, just in passing, but no.
Okay, well we've had you for about an entire hour.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, well, I'm out of here. It's time for me to go to bed.
All right, everybody, check out the links.
Buy our t-shirt. Buy our t-shirt. Make
Please
your
buy a t-shirt, and if you see me at a show, come buy one of my stickers or my cups.
Check out her links. Check out her.
Do you charge for autographs and pictures?
I won't charge for pictures, but I will have some photos to charge for once I get those. I got to do that this week too before I go to Tennessee.
Follow her on all her social platforms. Check out her schedule for where she's going to be, what states, what events, and hit up Pro Wrestling Tees to get your merch. Thank you, Vira.
There you go.
Dude, you're amazing. You are now the host of this show, bro.
Hey, you got to be able to be public, and you got to be able to work with the people. But I got experience in entertainment and this stuff, so
I know you do. But yeah, man,
it comes natural.
I'm gonna put in a good word for Tarzan and the people up there at X-Brand Wrestling, Mr. Justin Laporte, and everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna send her a couple links to a
Tarzan
couple.
Duran's a theme called Tarzan Boy.
No. So you might have to buy your woman a Viola Strange cup tumbler.
Yeah, well, that I think she only does that at events, so.
I might be able to get you one. I might go buy you one. If I know Josh Payne personally, and I might be able to get us a couple.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But also, today was
All
my
right.
first day back at work, gentlemen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How was it? You got a new job?
No, it's same job. I just y'all know my situation, but
Medical leave. Medical leave.
yeah, medical leave.
Medical leave. Yeah. You had an operation.
Yes.
Got the
So-
third nipple removed.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I'm a 2-nipple man again, and I feel a lot better.
You have a
But
third eye?
no,
And he
Maybe.
got
He's got a brown eye.
Yeah.
He also he got a surgery and he got his dick pierced while he was at it.
Oh, so you got
And-
Prince Albert.
Got a butterfly.
and honestly, that should be my slogan. I really love that. I would get that put on a T-shirt, like especially like read the back of my T-shirt, and then right there, read the back of it. While you're back here, kiss my ass.
Josh still has my Dubby cup. That quote is sponsored by Dubby.
Yeah. The previous interview section by Viro, sponsored by Dubby. Get your Dubby energy drinks at Dubby.gg. Use our promo code RESET RED, 10% off.
And on that note, well, we just got a nice interview from your girl. It's Josh's birthday, motherfuckers.
Yeah, it is. He's 27.
I think we should see a little celebration. Let's see some presents.
Yeah. But before we do that,
We'll do that. We'll do that a little bit. We got some business to go through.
Yes, we do. Did y'all hear about people leaving WWE? And speaking of which, did y'all hear about 2K Sports might be dropping WWE and going to EA?
Oh fuck! Especially controversy going on with EA and everything. They
just got bought out by Saudi.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I heard that EA is getting bought by the Saudi, or has been. I don't know if it's done yet, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
2K.
Wow.
I mean, 2K in general is going to. Oh fuck! That'd just be awful.
I mean, do y'all remember WCW Backstage Assault and WCW Mayhem for EA back in the day?
Yeah.
2K going to EA. That'd just be awful.
Yeah, well, not 2K. 2K is on. That's a whole different thing. It's going to be a WWE franchise going to EA, not 2K. 2K Sports is still 2K Sports. It's just going to be WWE because UFC is on EA Sports, and it's
Oh
going to
god!
be
So
just
the WWE games are going to get even worse.
yeah. And me and Jordan were having a conversation the other day, or was it yesterday, Jordan? Me
If
and you were
that's
talking.
possible, AEW should go into 2K Sports for that.
they might. The 2K might approach them. Who knows?
Yeah,
This would
But-
be good for AEW.
it
Right.
could be. It could be.
It
Now
could.
the thing is, do you think me and Jordan were having this conversation and we talked about this? Do you think TK should hire an interpreter and do like after the winners and stuff like UFC fights and do like interviews and stuff like that?
I think it would look so much more real if they would have their fights and you would have the interviews like the old time, but you had an interpreter for the non-English speaking wrestlers and it was treated like UFC, like more, it would just come across so much more real. If you had a Spanish interpreter and a Japanese interpreter, just somebody there where they could talk in their natural language and then you just tell the fans and it's all right, and have Tony Schiavone in the ring. I think all major or semi-major matches should have an interview short of the main event, the end of the night. I think Tony should be.
Google for his phone.
Well, no, I mean not Tony to do the interpretations. Tony should be like the old days when you would walk up the ramp and Mean Gene would be waiting in front of the WCW logo. Like Goldberg's first win, he's like, "Sir, this is impressive. Can I have a word?" And when he would talk to, and they did it a little bit in AEW, but they should keep that up. And it should be Tony. And then when you have an international talent or someone that doesn't speak English, I think they should have like a professional man or woman, just if someone's going to talk, and then they'll tell us, and then Tony will be like, all right, thank you, send it back to y'all. I mean, I think it would make it look way more real.
Renee Paquette should also do that as well.
She could be very good at that. She would fit just fine if they wanted to keep Tony on the table.
And put Renee doing it for all the women, and have Tony do it for all the men.
You could do that too. You could. But that's a great suggestion, Phil. Renee could fill that spot 100%.
Thank you.
Yeah, if Tony wanted to 100%. Tony's getting older. He's done everything in the business. If he just wanted to stay on commentary, back in the day it was play-by-play. Today Tony's more of a color guy interview. Renee would fit that role perfectly. She would absolutely.
I like Tony Schiavone's work with Nigel McGuinness. They come off as Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan vibes.
That damn parasite.
Yeah, Tony is great at, if you have a good color heel to work with, Tony is very good at knowing how to respond to a color heel versus a Mauro Ranallo who did not know how to. Not taking anything away from Mauro, but Mauro was so focused on his own business and up here that he just didn't know how to respond to somebody like Nigel would say stuff and Mauro would just keep going. He wouldn't give him the time of day. JR knew how to contradict and talk to people like from Corny to Lawler to Paul Heyman. Jim knew how to banter back and forth, but Tony was very good when he got to work with Bobby Heenan. Like, will you shut up? Very good at that. So him and Nigel is a good combination. Kevin Kelly's another great play-by-play guy that works great off of a color commentator, especially a heel, because I mean his work with Don Callis, that was the best modern day broadcast team I ever heard, and it was a shame when we knew we were going to lose Don. And yes, we got Gino in replace of him for a little while. And Gino was legit funny. Don gave you everything. He gave you
gold, man.
Yeah. But Gino was very funny in his role and would crack everybody up. But Gino was good to have, but we don't have that anymore in New Japan. We don't have that. We got Chris Charlton, who was an analyst trying to play the Mike Tenay role. He's a face one match, a heel another match, trying to work off of Walker. And both these guys are young. Give them credit, but they just don't have that experience. These guys aren't in their 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
But we get
they're in their 20s.
These are young guys. These guys are younger than when Joey Styles would brag about him being 27 in ECW. These guys are younger and not as quick-witted as a Joey Styles either.
Joey was
great too.
Man, Joey Styles is probably one of the most.
Joey and Don that was a terrific, oh my God, terrific commentary team. That everybody loved
Joel Gertner.
Yeah, everybody loves Joel is good as in the ring. Joel on color commentary would just say the obvious. He didn't have a good banter back. You put Don in there and oh my God, from serious to funny. You go back and watch those pay-per-views from 98, 99 to Joey Styles and Don Callis, a.k.a. Cyrus, gold. Absolute fucking gold.
Now, I do have a question for you. Don West, how did you feel about his color commentary?
I thought Don did he ever do play-by-play TNA?
No, that was the role for Mike Tenay. It was Mike Tenay and Don West.
All right, that must have been when I only watched a handful of those, and we heard about TNA about 2005-ish, 6-ish, and it was a guy that we worked with, and he was like, well, we got some time one day, we're all going to be in the office. He says, I'm going to bring a videotape, and I'm going to tape it off TV, but you guys got to see this. They got a bunch of old WCW guys, and, we all were like down on WWE. And he's like, you got to check this out. So I didn't get to pay much attention to the commentary, but I didn't get to really start watching TNA until we had Mike Tenay was in there. But what did we have with him at that time? I think Don was either gone or had been replaced. I don't know.
He got replaced by Taz.
It could have been Taz on color at that point in time. It could have been. And you see a lot of the shows I watched. By 08, 09, 10, 11, we would watch it in the bar because they had it on either Wednesdays or Thursdays, probably Thursdays, and they would have the volume down, and they would have WWE on one TV and TNA on the other TV. And after a while, I told him, I said, dude, we don't have to watch WWE, but we would watch TNA. He'd kill the volume, and we'd all be drinking and just bullshitting. And while we shoot pool and talking, everybody would be watching TNA with no sound. So I really don't have much commentary versus and short of somebody doing a promo, he'd grab it and turn it up for Hogan or an RVD or a Sting or not Jeff Jarrett,
Marty.
Hardy. Yeah. But so yeah, I really didn't get to hear. But I remember being shocked when I saw Mike Tenay as the play-by-play guy. I was like, that's odd, because I knew him as the analyst for so long. Because I love WCW with the Nitro era, and I mean he fit that role so good. He was the guy that wasn't going to cut a joke, but could tell you the luchador history, the technical stuff in the matches. I mean, while Tony was, people love to hit Tony Schiavone. Dude, Tony Schiavone was a terrific play-by-play guy. You could go in another room and you knew what was going on the screen, like listening to a football game. You know why? Because Tony called baseball on air. Tony knew how to describe. He would tell you, Irish rip, here we go, reverse hammerlock, roll down. JR, I couldn't stand him. Shabba-knocker. Oh, a punch. Oh, my God, $2 steak, $2 steak. I'm like, bruh, what the hell's going on in the ring? And, of course, this is the time of the Attitude Era, so it was the Brawl era. There wasn't much technical wrestling going on in WWE at that time, so there's not much you can. But I just couldn't stand his style in WWE because he wasn't calling the moves. And then I loved when Bobby Heenan would recap after the match. He'd break it all down, like real quick, give you the real moves, what happened. I love that. That was amazing. I don't know why we can't have that for 10 seconds again in modern day. Well, TV time is.
They tried to do it with Joey Styles, and they try to tell him
They watered it down.
Yeah, water it down, make it more story, and it's like, and then that's why he quit right live on TV.
Well, yeah, he did. I know why they don't do it. It's because TV time is so precious, and they want to get everything in and all of that. So they're like, yeah, we'll save. That's why we don't really have wrestling intros too much anymore. They cut them down so short now. The intros to these big shows.
Yeah, well, Young Bucks don't have an intro no more because they spent all their money.
I meant the intro to the shows. Like you remember how Nitro always kept theirs pretty short. Do you remember? And eventually Raw's became like a quick 10-second bang, punch you in the face, which was it's the best theme ever. But for a while they were trying to make them look like these big movies.
Yeah, and I wish that AEW was going back to that style, man. Which here lately they've been going to that route where we're live and
yeah, that's to save time. The other companies would do it live just because of time. They'd be like, well, okay, we don't have time for the intro. Go right into the interview of the first match. WCW would do it sometimes. I think Raw was pretty consistent in the Attitude Era of we got it. But they kept it to like a nice, they put everything you needed in this nice little 8-10 seconds.
Yeah, with Raw, they don't even do the intro anymore.
They have that blue screen that says then.
Now forever.
Now
Forever.
that is just a waste of forever
Yeah.
together my ass.
Yeah. That's them trying to promote the solidarity and you backing their product. But it saves you time. That's why they do it, but on TV. And especially now they have a 2-hour show.
Y'all watch that clip. What clip? From what?
From where?
Yeah.
But the thing is though, like y'all remember when ECW used to come on? ECW never had no intro or nothing. They just had the camera do stupid shit.
They did have
but no, they did. No, they technically they had an intro to the show.
Yeah, they did. The pay-per-views would. They would show clips of moves and all. Their intros are always. I love the ECW intros, especially when they would change about 4 or 5 scenes every other show, and they had to keep Bigelow and what you call falling through the ring. Taz that had to stay through the stage. The chair shot of Dreamer hitting Raven while he's handcuffed to the head. On the, you had to keep
Sabu
that.
going to the barbed wire.
Yeah, well, that's and then for a while they kept the Eliminators doing the double flip off the first balcony onto the floor on the. Those are the scenes until those wrestlers weren't there. Those are
And
the
then
scenes.
just Incredible and
Um,
Storm, the Impact players.
Yeah, the Impact players with the sexiest man alive, Jason, and Oh, did y'all see? I should have posted it in the chat. Don't know why I didn't. Tommy Dreamer and Dawn Marie were doing a signing this week, and Dawn Marie, 50-something years old, looks terrific. She's thick,
Yes.
she's hot, she's thick, and she's hot, bro.
She's always been a smoke show.
Yeah, but she's thick now, but like good kind of thick, like yeah, like I looked at her and I was like, girl, how do you just get hotter and hotter?
There's a lot of them that do, man. There really is. Jasmine St. Clair still looks beautiful.
I haven't seen her in forever. I'm gonna be excited to see her. I have not seen her in a long time.
Beulah still looks good. Beulah still looks good. I know that much.
She would.
Francine still looks good too.
Yeah. Veronica Kane still looks amazing. Yeah, all these women that were back in the extreme days, and not just in X but E as well. So
Dawn Marie's she's a nurse now.
So is Veronica Kane.
Who is Veronica Kane? Well, who was she?
She was Extreme Professional Wrestling.
Okay, XPW. See, I had no way to follow XPW, nothing like that, no internet at the time. We were running around being wild kids. It was more about life at that time. I wasn't even watching. After high school, I wasn't even watching wrestling. I missed that whole the beginning of the Ruthless Aggression era, all of that. I was working and drinking. We would go to work, build houses. I would eat lunch, and then I'd go drink in the bar until the morning, and either I'd come home or I'd sleep in the parking lot and go build a house the next day. That's what we did when I was 21.
Or yeah, you missed the whole XPW.
Oh, that I'm familiar with that, and that was cringe.
Well,
yeah,
all women get hotter as they age. Some call it gorgeous. It's called menopause. I'm like, I don't know. There's a couple of them.
Like Terry,
the wood chipper, man.
like Missy
really
Hyatt.
let herself go.
Missy Hyatt's one of them.
Sonny.
Terry Runnels looks bad today. Terry Runnels looks bad. She looked like she spent a life with like Missy Hyatt on shit and fucking everything. She looks bad. Her and Missy Hyatt had a photo together, and they looked ragged out. And I understand they're like 60. I get it that they're like 60, but no, they looked worn 60. Not like we eat good and we take care of ourselves. So there's different people, different stuff. Mickey James is aging gracefully. I really like that, but she's got that native Indian in her. They age well, kind of like Asian people. They age well.
Yeah, the Cardi Squirrel on the Raw tonight on the apron. No, I didn't get to see that. I was too busy doing other things.
Yeah, Coach, send me if you got a link, send me the link and I'll send it to Mike and we can watch it real quick.
Yeah, it's a WWE clip.
That's true.
Oh yeah, guys, what do you guys think of? Joe. By the way, there was a New Japan show a couple nights ago and last night. By the way,
thanks for telling me after, Phil. I was wide awake, sober, could have watched.
And then let's see.
Playing video
TNA
games.
removed 2 stars from its roster page.
Say that again.
TNA removed 2 wrestlers from their roster page.
Who we got?
I'm looking. Kalani Jordan is now the TNA Knockouts World Champion. Let's see.
Nice point, Raina. Your last comment. That's very true. Sweaty asshole hags.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm gonna send that to you guys. Oh.
Okay, so obviously, Country told Josh something, and something insane happened.
Yeah,
I'm
it's only a
looking.
couple
I'm
seconds.
trying to look, and I don't see who they released.
Yeah, it's only a couple seconds, so I think we could watch it safely. So
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to Mike.
Is it an injury?
No, it's just an ugly, ugly spot. Like, wow.
Wrestling or football related?
No, wrestling.
Huh. Laredo Kid and Octagon Jr. are both now gone from TNA.
Who before Octagon Jr.?
Laredo Kid.
Oh,
Let me guess, WWE
Yep.
or AAA.
Mm-hmm. You
All
seen
right,
it, Kenny?
All right, Mike, I just sent you a link. I think we could watch it. It's only like a couple seconds.
All right, cool. Let me go back over here and share screen. Share screen.
What do you guys think of El Clon?
Ooh, oh, clone. I mean, Aries. That's who that is.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Holograms.
y'all see
Oh,
that?
yeah, well, that story. Oh yeah, here we go. No, replay it again.
Into the corner. Oh,
I
that
mean-
was the warning last week.
oh, why?
Into
Why?
the corner. If that
And
was
it's
the warning
it's
last week.
always Kyrie Singh.
Back
Always.
of her head. Into the corner. If that was the warning last week.
Kyrie
Yeah.
to Io.
Who was that wrestler?
That's Kai Sane and Io Sky.
This guy, yeah.
What was Io Sky thinking there? She totally hit her at the wrong angle.
No, I think the blue one was Kyrie.
Kyrie
That's-
took the injury.
No, it was Io that took the injury. That
Wow.
took the
Yeah.
bump.
Wow, what were they thinking right there? That was a bad wrong angle to do that. I mean, I know it's strong style, but she should have been a little. There's ropes. I mean, why? It's like the buckle bomb. Why?
Yeah.
Well, I hope she's all right, because that's a bad one. That's terrible for the neck and the head. Not just concussion. I'm talking about good enough to paralyze that girl. That's like a car wreck.
Well, you do know that they have like about that much of foam and rubber and stuff.
That
Like,
don't mean shit.
Yeah,
That don't mean shit. That might stop. The back of her head might be a little better than the skull, but her neck is what I'm worried about.
Bad whip right there. Oof.
whiplash.
That's like getting in a car wreck with no pattern. If you don't have the thing behind your head, you snap forward, and that's bad. That's a bad one. That's a very bad one. Ouch.
Adam Cole spot.
I hope she's all right. That was bad.
Yeah.
Good up to end the career there.
I'm surprised they wouldn't have done that in Stardom.
What did you say, Phil?
They would have never done that in
I
Stardom.
think it would have been done safer, but I mean that's a career ender. That's brutal.
Yeah, I know they've been doing lately as I know they do power bombs
That like a feud.
buckle
I
bomb
know
to
that.
the
And
side of the
everything.
ring, but they do it like a little.
I hate those. I fucking hate those buckle bombs.
That's a stupid move. It's a stupid move.
Look what it did to Sting. Look what it did. Look what it did to and look what it did to Finn Balor.
If you're gonna do
His career is not the same since.
if you're gonna do it, I don't like it. But if you're gonna do it, I just saw an old clip. I forget who was wrestling. It was in a New Japan ring. But the way their turnbuckle pads work is it's the long pad, not 3 individual where you could get hung up. And there was a flip done into it, and it worked because you just slide down the pad. So it was a lot better than you getting caught on a turnbuckle and a hook and the ropes to stop you. So instead of you go down, so it worked a little better. But it was like a flip into a buckle bomb flip into a suplex and cut a flip in the air and then into the buckle bomb onto the pad. But like I said, the pad is long. It's one piece. It's not pad, stop pad, and you get caught on something. And I think that's the big problem with the Buckle Bomb, with how Sting and Balor, they got caught. They got hung up. Because I think the superior version is the U.S. style, the British style with single turnbuckle pad, because you never have to adjust them. Whereas in Japan, you constantly have to tighten those long pads. But the long pads do stop you from, you could fall forward and get caught on the ring. There's a lot of things that could happen. So safety versus maintenance, I guess we could say. One's better safety, one's better maintenance.
I'm just trying to see what's going on in the world of wrestling. That's all. We had to talk about the lowest viewing rating of all time when it comes to AEW 6th anniversary last week.
Well, before we dog on them, I'm gonna be across the board because I read a report, and this is very true, that WWE as well was in trouble numbers this week. Nelson has a new scale of ratings, so technically everybody went down, even regular other shows. South Park even took a hit. So
you gotta realize football. Oh, we got football coming back.
Yeah,
It's football season.
baseball
That's the
finals
reason
going
why
on.
it is.
Also, ticket sales started doing shitty on SmackDown.
But you see, every show this week, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Collision, all took like 50%, 30%. They all took hits. There's only one show that didn't take a major hit, and y'all gonna be shocked. But it was actually the Saturday night AEW show actually did not suffer.
Yeah.
That's good
Yeah,
though.
that
Because there wasn't hardly any football on that night.
Short of college. Saturday night's a big college night, but short of that. But yeah, NFL. But what I'm telling you is it's not just football now. Nelson changed something in the ratings. They changed the scale. So pretty much everybody took a hit. It's not because I'd have been like, yeah, AEW's in. It was their worst performance in 6 years, but when you change when you back the goalposts up, things do change. So I'm being fair there. So Raw, NXT, SmackDown, and Dynamite all took hits this week. They all took big hits. It's something to do with Nelson changed the scale of how they do their ratings. That's the viewers. So if you want to, Mike can maybe look more into it. But yeah, AEW did take a hit, but so did WWE. So both of them. And
I didn't think AEW was a bad show. I watched that the 6th anniversary. It was a pretty good show.
there was their lowest.
It was. I thought it was pretty great.
So here we go.
And JD JD made it look like it was like a horrible thing. It made it look like it was a smear campaign.
That's because where's the story, man?
All right, so the rumors for the day are the Wrestling Observer newsletter claims that a big part of Andrade's AEW return is wanting another Hispanic star to help build the company up in Mexico and on Fox Sports Mexico. They also say Alberto Del Rio's contract was inherited when WWE bought AAA, but still nothing has been finalized in regards to whether or not he'll ever be used by the company. Some backstage have pulled to use him, but others don't want to.
Right.
Fightful Select notes that there was a lot of confusion among talent across multiple promotions regarding Booker T making a comment about Jade Cargill being fresh off her AEW run during the triple threat match on SmackDown. For his part, Booker has tweeted a response seemingly pushing back on it.
Well, fresh. I mean, it's been 2 years now, ain't it?
Yeah.
But the main talking point there, everybody said Booker T's a shill for the E. It doesn't mean he forgets where he came from, forgets he stood by WCW and they're dying. He forgets all that. He's a company shill today. It's Booker T.
Per Fightful, multiple TNA talent have contracts coming up after Bound for Glory, including Cedric Alexander. The company is apparently trying hard to re-sign top stars to keep things stable moving into the new year. They also say there is some concern within WWE of TNA potentially having some struggles to obtain a new TV deal after recent changes to the Nielsen's TV rating system. Yep. And the one on AEW's plan for Hologram prior to injury, the injury to the same knee he had hurt last fall, took place on the 9/24 show in Pittsburgh. He'll be out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that kind of killed the. I know they were trying to build up the El Clone to hologram, and they're probably going to get sponsored by like Tron and all that. That's why they were building that up. Then all of a sudden, hologram gets injured. I'm like, you couldn't show somebody else for right now.
Short of the one or two big stories, the past 2 weeks have been kind of dead for wrestling news. Short of the one or two big stories, the Gil Kim thing. I have some news that no one's talking about that was leaked though. I have something, and I have a picture. I wish I could upload it so Mike could share it. I'm
not done yet. The plan was to end his winning streak and start a feud with Klon, his favorite career opponent. And now going over here, Chris Jericho teases his next move amidst AEW absence.
Okay, yeah. If he's either going to quit wrestling or go to WWE. Yeah, nothing there. I'm waiting for him.
Would you guys ever be watching the Smashing Machine? With
yeah, it got buried by Taylor Swift.
Yeah, she yeah, they're trying to push it, but yeah, her crap is that I don't even want to give it the time of day, y'all, because she don't deserve it. But everybody's pretending like it's the most perfect album since sliced bread.
No, it's trash.
They had a big old release on Coleco at midnight the night it dropped, and they sold 30-something copies or whatever. And I'm like, half of the men and all of us were like, bro, why y'all feeding the machine? Why y'all killing the business? The woman, that's another person responsible. She's the WWE of ticket prices for live. That's what she is.
100%.
Yeah, $500 to sit anywhere in an arena to watch her is a joke.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine that's I posted something about it. It's like,
I rather, no offense, I just think she's overrated. Taylor Swift is.
She's not that good. She's not that good.
Yeah.
To be honest, if I had a choice between like between watching paintball dry or going to a Taylor Swift concert, I'd rather watch paintball dry
with headphones for sure.
But yeah, I remember I posted
listening to.
There we go. Yeah. I remember I posted a picture on Facebook, and as I said, the new Taylor Swift album was coming out, and I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna go see Judas Priest and Alice Cooper. Then a buddy of mine commented and said, yeah, but I got a 14-year-old daughter, and we're going to the AMC movie theater to go see the release or some kind of movie or some shit. I'm like, that sucks to be you, man.
Well, why don't you tell us about your I know Phil already got to go. Phil, you went see Priest and Alice Cooper, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Josh. We know Phil. I told y'all before y'all went, the reviews, the talk was positive. They were on point everywhere they were playing, all three bands. Let's hear your opinion on it, Josh.
Oh man, I wish. Well, me and Miss Raina here both went to the show. The one thing that kind of ticked me off was the start time. As on the ticket it says 6:45, and we were in the parking lot. 6:45 hit. I'm like, okay. We started walking in, and Corrosion of Conformity was already halfway through their set.
I can't stand that shit, dude. I can't.
So I got to see the last 4 songs they played. So, but it was all the hits at the last 4. So it was cool to see them on point, playing all the last 4 songs I heard. They were on point, played great and everything. Yeah. Hopefully, I wish I would have got one of their shirts. The shirts are awesome.
New double album coming out from them, by the way.
Awesome.
We're talking about Josh's experience going to see the Judas Priest, Alice Cooper, Corrosion Conformity show. Phil already went earlier this year and gave his thoughts. Now Josh went live and got to see it. We're getting his thoughts.
Alice Cooper. Now, if you ever seen like the videos of Alice Cooper's performances and shows. It's all a spectacle.
Yes.
That's what I thought I was gonna see, but this one was kind of more different. It's like they just had a big screen. He brought some of his theatrics out, but it's still a great show. Alice Cooper put on a great show. Sounds great for a guy that's 77 years old. Sounds phenomenal. Performs great, but at the same time, it still wasn't the full Alice Cooper experience.
How big was this venue you saw him in, Josh?
It's pretty big. It was pretty big. It was an outdoor venue, so.
Because it looked like the stage was smaller than what I normally watch them play on, and I thought that might have been why certain props weren't brought out.
Oh no.
Oh,
I mean, he could have done his stage show that he. I think what it is, since he's sharing the spotlight like with Rob Zombie, it seemed like his set was cut short when he did that tour, but still performed an awesome show. But still, it wasn't his show. And even with Judas Priest, he was able to play more songs. A couple of them I really didn't know. Some of his newer albums, but at the same time, it still wasn't the Alice Cooper show, you know.
And then that's because of what you said. Priest was the headliner.
Yeah. So
because I saw the drummer was off to the side. They didn't even have him in the center. They had Priest's drums already set up.
Yeah, they had him off to the side. Nina Strauss was there, fucking phenomenal. Yes,
Raina, she is terrific. She actually lives down here now. Yet another musician that moved to my home because they like it down here, but she's very good.
Nina Strauss,
yeah,
she's amazing.
As Raina put, is like she really likes how Alice Cooper turned his set into a story, and that's usually how he does it.
You need to bring Raina to see King Diamond.
Oh man, I would love to see King Diamond.
I got to see.
My friend posted it's time for tea. I've seen King Diamond live.
Yeah, they had the whole house set up.
But
dude, even better, Merciful Fate.
Amon Amarth.
Amon Amarth. Oh, I was like, when I saw their show at Pantera, I saw him with Pantera. I was like, dude, I think I like Viking metal now.
I don't know if I'm weird about that because I've heard Viking metal bands and they're different to me than what I consider Viking metal. So,
well, when you see them play, then all of a sudden you see two people come out with swords and start fighting. I'm like, I like Viking metal.
Yeah, for real.
But
I love me some Amon Amarth. I saw them about 8 years ago live in Pensacola. They were amazing.
With the big boats, rowing the boats.
Basically,
they didn't have the boat because it was a smaller venue. It was the tavern in Pensacola.
But I'm gonna.
What's it called? That
I'm gonna post a pic.
Is it downtown Pensacola?
The handlebar.
The name of it is I forgot.
Yeah, I'm gonna post some pictures.
Not the handlebars. It's like one of their big.
The vinyl.
Yeah.
Big small venues.
The biggest small venue to have is either the handlebar or the vinyl.
Yeah. But I'm gonna post some pictures of the show of the Alice Cooper Judas Priest show. But Alice Cooper's performance, like I said, for a guy 77, he's still going strong. Going strong. Like I said, his set was set props were kind of cut. So, yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10. Give 8 out of 10 out of that.
That's not bad. That's not bad. And it's hard to see a show today where Alice had. Usually, Alice, he's a humble guy. He was supporting Motley Crue for a couple of years. He's supporting Priest now, even though he, technically was first. Alice is just dialing it back and supporting, getting on bills. Yeah. But if he ever got to have, probably when he does his farewell, he'll probably be a headliner and you'll probably get the full experience with all the props and the money.
I don't think. Shoot, I don't think he's ever gonna do a farewell. I think he's gonna be like Ozzy. He's gonna do one show, then next gone.
I don't know, man, because he's very healthy for his age. He takes care of himself. When he cleaned up after the 80s and he was all, he's a smart dude and he knows what he's doing. I think one day he's going to decide I got to hang it up. But that new album, I know they're not playing live. It's his own live band. But the new album is all the old guys from the original Alice Cooper band, minus the one that died. And it's vintage. It sounds like 70s sleazy Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I'm expecting the Grammys to hand him everything in February or March, which I don't mind because he deserves it versus these losers they have on the radio today. But
yeah.
But it's the best album Alice Cooper's made since the 70s, the brand new album.
No.
So Josh, I heard you had gifts.
Yes.
me get to Judas Priest first. Then my view on Judas Priest. Rob Halford still got it. It's like you hear some guys from back in the day that scream like him and don't sound like shit today.
Robert Plant.
Yeah.
Can't sing high anymore.
Rob still got it. He phenomenal show. I know I recorded. I don't know if you got this one, Phil, but he changed one song when he came to Chicago, and I got to see Electric Eye be performed.
I didn't get to see that one.
Yeah, so I was like, because I pulled up his set.
So the first time he did it, but the second time he didn't do it. Most of the songs he did were from because if you look at it, it's the 35th anniversary of Painkiller.
Yeah, there's a lot of Painkiller on this tour. They said that.
They only played like 3 songs off of Painkiller.
Oh.
Painkiller, Touch of Evil, and there's another one I can't think of the name right now.
Hell Patrol.
Yeah, there you go.
They played the first song they played on was actually All Guns Blazing. They played Nightcrawler. They played Touch of Evil. They played
they played that one. But yeah, I got Electric Eye on my tour, so I was like.
So you got the Hellion before Electric Eye?
Yeah.
Nice. You got the answer.
Oh yes, I loved it when he does that.
Yeah.
Like,
there was a car
when they played The Killer of Giants. Man,
wow.
like right towards the end, it's like they start showing all everyone who's passed away. It's like you saw Dio and Lemmy. I'm like, ooh, that one hurts and everything. Then after a little bit, then all of a sudden Ozzy came out up on the screen, and it's like, the whole entire place erupted on that. So
they did.
But
they even showed what's her name, the lead singer of Huntress.
Okay.
She took her life back in 2018.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I suck because my only reference to Judas Priest before the show was Beavis and Butthead. Well, yeah, because Painkiller was on there.
Yeah, but at that time, Judas Priest wasn't looked at as cool, and then in the 90s, Beavis and Butthead were trying to tell you what was cool and what wasn't. Like they were making fun of death. All right, like that, and Crowbar. But White Zombie.
It's like they did Pantera too. It's like these guys seem angry all the time.
Yeah.
Metal wasn't the coolest thing around those years, even though you had good death metal was a big deal underground in the early 90s, and you had bands like Pantera, but Mike Judge didn't get it. He didn't. He realized White Zombie was where it was at, but he didn't understand that Pantera was like they should have been going nuts with Pantera. That was the biggest selling thing at the time. He should have had them going nuts.
Yeah, but you got to realize it was like what you're talking about mid-90s right now.
94, 95, 96. Yeah, Pantera was way over.
Metal was way over. Was over at that time, and grunge
Took off.
and it's like they started killing everything, and that's
Alternative.
But
Yes.
and overall the Judas Priest, Alice Cooper. Yeah, if anyone gets a chance, go see that. Yeah, honestly, that's probably the last two metal besides Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, and Alice Cooper. That's the last big metal giants. Metal giants.
Well, yeah, and Nine Inch Nails is coming to Louisiana. And
Yes, they are.
Dude, did you look at the tickets?
They said they're not. They said 2 days until they went to the public. Like I think either now or tomorrow at midnight.
I had pre-order special pre-order privileges. I can't afford them.
What they looking like?
1,000.
Oh, there's no. I'm gonna find something for under that, bro. It's Smoothie King Center. I'm gonna find something for 150.
1,081 is the pit.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I'm not doing that.
No. Hear me out. There's three
don't do
pits.
it. Don't do it.
There's three pits. There's pit A, pit B, and pit C. Those are $80. Those are $80. Now, the seating around it, the sit down, $1,000.
That's on the floor though.
That's the whole fucking venue.
You get out of here.
Yeah,
Serious.
that's-
I'm dead
that-
serious. I can pull it up right now, dude.
It sounds like you're looking at scalper pre-sale.
Nope. I'm looking at Ticketmaster.
Wow, Viva Van looks hot.
Because dude, I posted a thing on this 2 days ago, and they were like, tickets are not available yet. Nothing is available. No pre-sale. They were like, nothing is available yet.
I mean, they must be ripping you guys off because I paid $100 for nosebleeds.
Yeah. Yeah, she normally would, and normally about 140 would be a second row in the Smoothie King for a show like that. I'm gonna have to look up. Sometimes there's some people I can call and get cheaper tickets as well, because when I went to see Rush in 2011, nosebleeds were like 129, 139, and for $94, I was fourth row, dead in front of the band, right above the floor crowd, for $94. I mean, there was no way around that. That was a hell of a steal of a deal. I mean, I've seen Iron Maiden for $100.
The pre-orders are $1,000 until October 8th. October 8th is when it goes on sale to the public, general public.
Yeah.
If they don't sell out between now and then, it'll be a miracle.
They might sell that out.
They will not sell that out in New Orleans, Louisiana. Nine Inch Nails will not sell out. Not at the Smoothie King Center. It will not sell out. You gotta
they got to drop the prices on that.
They will. When it goes on public sale, it will. Yes, it won't
One
be.
day, 12 hours, 29 minutes, and 50 seconds is when it goes.
Yeah.
on sale.
That's pre-sale. They just trying to get Live Nation or whoever's behind it, Ticketmaster, just trying to get your money. Don't do the pre-order bullshit and just wait.
No. But $80 for the pit, that's cheap.
Yeah, but that's standing. They're probably gonna take the seats out and just let you stand.
It's all standing.
The way the stage is set up,
two stages.
It's like two giant penis. It's two giant balls and a giant penis.
No.
Yeah, that's the way it looks on the stage, because the stage is set up.
I went to the show. I know how the stage is set up. They got a main stage. Then they got like a little square right in the middle. That's it.
Yeah.
They got two stages.
Yeah.
They might have changed shit. I don't know.
Yeah, this one looks totally different because the two pits on the side of it are like two giant balls, and then you have the giant pit in the front in front of the second stage, and that's it.
I'm gonna see about getting a ticket for level 1 seating when they go on sale, and I'm gonna find out a price. Because
let me know, Jordan, because I'm definitely interested.
All right, if you're interested, I'm gonna get us some $150 less tickets, and when that won't be nosebleed.
I do recommend bring sunglasses.
Oh,
Jesus
dude,
Christ, the light show.
I'm gonna take They Live glasses.
Yeah, the light show. Even I got taken back out. It's like I was lucky enough to sit. I was sitting right behind a fat guy, and I was able to duck. I was able to see enough of the stage and blocking the strobes at the same time.
Damn. So I'm glad I don't have what is it called? Uh, Epilepsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy. But yeah, I do want to see Nine Inch Nails before I die. I've seen them once.
I have never seen him yet, and if I'd have known my old singer was going a couple years ago for the cheap prices he got in the good seating, I'd have went if I'd have known he was going.
The only time I got
don't
to
get
see
me wrong,
them,
it's a great show. It's a great. It's going to be a great show.
the only time I ever seen them live, it wasn't at like an actual concert. It was at a fest. It was at Voodoo Fest over in New Orleans. That's the only time I got to see them live. And I went to Trent Reznor's mausoleum after the fact with him and Marilyn Manson.
Oh, here's some other news. Apparently, Andrade told Meltzer like things. Apparently, a lot of people thought that Andrade had fell off bad with
WWE.
with Tony Khan. And it was the exact opposite.
Yeah, I knew it was opposite, man. He didn't do any of that.
I just think the reason people are just making. I heard a lot of people are making up shit about the reason why Andrade left, like the wellness policy. I think he just left because he didn't want to be there, especially with his ex-wife. You know,
Too much drama.
The interview he came out or somebody leaked it. He talked about everything.
Yeah, it's like he left AEW to go back to WWE, be next to his wife. Then all of a sudden, I want a divorce. And it's like, okay, why am I here now?
John, Mike, was it me and you talking about that he took a Valium, or was it me with somebody else?
That was me and you.
All right. He took a Valium to fill the wellness thing and just never, when they tried to call him, he just didn't call back because he wanted out.
Go.
I mean, dude, what do you do to that? I mean,
Triple H will never answer your phone call again, but it doesn't really matter. So,
well, not only that, I mean, the bad thing about it is, I mean, he did everything the right way, in my opinion. But the horrible thing about it is, he did something because he wasn't sleeping, and he even talked about that, like he wasn't sleeping right, and he wanted to help his character move along, and this, that, and the other, and then no.
I wouldn't be sleeping if I was on all them roids he's on either, bro. You seen the pictures of that dude? Don't tell me he ain't on nothing. That dude is ripped.
I don't think he's on anything because he was off television for 6 months.
Yeah, he all his pictures of him on Insta, whatever. Dude, that dude is like
he was working out, dude, like nonstop after the divorce. That's all he did.
He was also the speed. He really was the speed champion.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Oh.
Looking like Jinder Mahal and shit.
Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal.
Y'all need to be hindering gender, man.
Oh, we love that. Gender should have always been hindered. We got one more big piece of music news to talk about.
Before we get into music, Josh, don't you have some stuff?
Wait, before Josh shows that, hold on, let's finish this.
There's a lot of stuff to show, so
yeah, he's got a lot of stuff to show. I'm probably gonna chill out. It's his birthday, so I'll probably wait for tomorrow night's show to show my shit. But
they got a bunch of birthday gifts.
Yeah, but Rush is back, and they have their new drummer, and she is amazing, and I'm excited. She feels the part. I think Neil's gonna be smiling about this, but. They came on. They didn't make no announcement. Getty and Alex went live in the studio and talked for about 8-10 minutes and told everybody how they feel and what they want to do. And I think this is going to work. Then they've already announced a series of dates across the U.S. They're going to play every place is going to be 2 nights except for the final show. It's only going to be about 8 shows, but we've got a chick drummer. Born in Germany in 1983, that her whole family's drummers, and I've got videos of her, and she is badass. She fits the music perfectly, and they're even talking about getting a keyboard player to play some of the keys so Getty can run around more live. So we're actually going to see a 4-piece Rush band doing this thing for this 50-something year anniversary. So this is going to be pretty big deal, and majority of the fans are not crying about it. I mean, Neil's gone. He put in his time. It's going to be a tribute to Neil every show. They said in the show, his wife and his son gave their blessing on it, on adding her to the band. I'm happy for all of them. You could tell Getty and Alex wanted to play again. They're excited. They're happy. She just looks like she's going to absolutely fit. They didn't go and get the biggest name they could or anything. They got somebody who's going to be a great drummer, who's going to become a superstar because of this. And I like that. I like that a lot. It's like when Ozzy used to come with a new guitar player and they'd become a guitar hero, unknown, and then blow up. So I like this a lot. But yeah, I think Anika she's a great fit. I saw 2 videos of her playing her own stuff, and she's gonna fit the band perfectly. I'm happy for all of them. Everybody involved.
That's good. That's good. That's very good. Shoot, I don't know. I might have to go see Rush.
I think the final show is Ohio.
Nowhere near.
Okay. Well, there's supposed to be something near you. The closest to me is 2 nights in Fort Worth, Texas, which that's a 10-hour drive one way. That's gonna be a stupid money. I think I'm gonna wait. I think they're gonna do all these shows as a test run, and then they're gonna be like, we'll do a full US tour, a world tour, and after they see the people like it. Then when they come to Smoothie King for affordable, I'll go see them. So I think I'm gonna hold off.
Now, Joe, I gotta ask, as a vinyl collector, what would your 2 top Rush albums be that's a must-have in a collection?
Because it's a vinyl record or because of the album? Because I could give you
because of the album. Because of the album.
All right, because I was going to tell you, I was going to name one of the shittiest ones because of vinyl, because it was the era where it was hard to get the original vinyl.
No, but no, this is a great album to have on a vinyl.
Man, the second era of Rush is all right. Let's break it down where everybody can understand what's going on. All right, there's technically 4 eras of Rush that happened through the years.
80s was the best.
A lot of people like to say there's 2, 70s and 80s, and then they just throw 90s in with 80s. But there's really 4. And Rush proves this because they had a pattern where they would make 4 albums, a live album, make 4 albums, a live album, make 4 albums, a live album, make 4 albums, a live album. This happened 4 times, so they proved it. So you've got the original era, which is the self-titled album before Neil was even in the band. You got Fly By Night. You got Caress of Steel, and you got 2112. All right,
that 2112 is my favorite album.
That era, that's a legendary. That's the album that saved their career. They were almost dead before 2112. That was their final shot, or the record company was going to let them go. That era is not my favorite. I feel like that's the era that got them to their legendary. The second era, which is the late 70s into, and I'm going to even put in, let's put the 4 together. It would be Farewell to Kings, Hemispheres, Permanent Waves, and Moving Pictures. That's a legendary. Those 4 right there are pretty fucking legendary, and that's a big part of my childhood. And I think you would have to have an album from one of those 4 on the list, Josh. Mm-hmm. Then you have the 80s era into the beginning of the 90s. So then you have 2 great albums and 2 stinkers, and this because Rush didn't know their identity at the time. They saw, and back in the day, every musician fought in the old decades. When you became 10 years old, it was time to change styles, get with the kids, remain relevant. And a lot of bands fucked up doing this. We saw this when 70s bands got into 80s and flopped. We saw this when the 80s bands tried to survive in the 90s and flopped. Remember the time when Motley Crue was playing house shows? Because they was, in the 90s, they weren't any good. And grunge was
Queen kicked ass in the 80s when they changed their style of it to a more metal style.
Queen is late 70s arena rock. They go in there with Boston, Kansas, Total, Foreigner, all those best sticks. They fit in there. But Queen's career went the late 80s, I don't really care too much for it. But anywhere from like 77, 78 to about 85 is Gold Queen. That's where Queen, all the stuff you're gonna name for Queen's gonna be in that era.
I think their 87 was very underrated in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just it doesn't have the hits like the show
I mean-
tunes. I mean, they were known for the show tunes. That's what they were good at.
Well,
But,
I mean
back
the
to-
song. I mean, I guess you're right. I like their Highlander theme, the Princes of the Universe, but I
But
did like the
that's an
one called Who
entire
Wants to Live
album.
Forever.
Technically, that was not the
Shut up.
Highlander track. Queen, that was Queen. It's a kind of magic, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was the band. The band. Yeah, when you make so many albums, you're allowed to experiment and try shit at least once. Everybody's allowed to try shit at least once. But I'm gonna finish my Rush thing here. All right, so the 80s, even though it came out in 80, I'm not moving pictures goes in the second era. It was the beginning of what was to come. It was the foretelling of what was going to happen. So then the 80s, we got into the synth era. Less guitar, more keys, more 80s sound. And we got two strong albums. We got Signals, which at the time people didn't think was as good as Moving Pictures, but Signals is great. Then you got Grace Under Pressure, which is fucking amazing. Same thing. Then the second half, I can't. These are two of the work. These two albums, Power Windows, I could care less about. It's one of my bottom four albums from the band, and the album I like the least, Hold Your Fire. I do not like Hold Your Fire at all. This is Happy Rush. I don't like In the late 70s, Happy Rush was okay. In the early 80s was Moody Rush, and it had the new wave sound, and it was. There's an attitude there of darkness in those first two albums. The second two is more happy and light, and I don't like Hold Your Fire at all. Then you had your 90s era, your third. Then they made a live album from these four as well. So that's your third era. Then your fourth era starts with Presto in 1989. Another album I'm not high on at all, but this is the proto album for alternative rock. This is the guidebook. They strip back the keys. There's more guitar. It's not heavy metal out. And this is very much early 90s alternative, what was to come. But it's not a big album for me. Then they got popular again with Roll the Bones in 91. Then you got Counterparts, then Test for Echo. And that's when Neil's first wife and daughter were killed. They both died. One died in a car wreck. One died from cancer. And that's when they took the big break. And then they made the other... two. Did we get 4 more albums from them?
You got 2 more. You got one remixed album, which was Vapor Trails.
Yeah.
And then you got Snakes and Arrows. And my favorite album of that new era was Clockwork Angels.
That's a master. I don't wear that album out at all because it's all I got left from them. But it's so grand. It's a great album. Musically, they said it was the best thing they ever did. The band said.
Well, Neil also wrote a comic book based off that whole album.
I was at the tour, bro. I got to watch all that shit before the world got to see it on the screen.
What band are you talking about?
Rush.
Oh, they did a comic book?
Yeah, called Clockwork Angels.
Yeah, there's a whole time machine element with Clockwork Angels and jumping through time, and they incorporated that with some animations, with some live stuff, all at the show. I got to see that like.
I actually got some Iron Maiden comic books.
Oh yeah,
I got one. I got one Iron Maiden comic book, and it looks like the cover to Mortal Kombat.
Was it published by Heavy Metal Magazine?
I think so.
I actually got their Legacy of the Beast comics. I even got some War comics.
To answer your question, Josh, that's so hard, but I'm not gonna pick 2112 like most people would. And I don't think I'm gonna pick Moving Pictures either, even though it's pretty much the one that's the essential.
Clockwork Angels is a good one to have on vinyl.
I'm not gonna pick that one because it doesn't have the hit. It's not the essential Rush album everybody has to have, but it's a terrific album, Mike. I give it 5 stars. Terrific album.
One of my favorite bands of all time is Rush.
Me too. They're at my top 5 on my list. Me too. It would probably have to be between fair. If I could take songs from that late 70s era and put them on one album, I'd be great. From those 4 albums, that would be like my childhood. For the 80s albums, I have to go with Signals, dude. I'm sorry. I have to.
That's a great one, man, because that had a little bit of everything in it as well.
There's a story, a hidden story behind that album that connects all 8 songs from Neil. But that album is so fucking short of New World, man. That album is not a happy album. It's
morbid.
It's moody, it's morbid, it pulls on the emotions. I enjoy it a lot. I know it came right after Moving Pictures, so a lot of people were like, and it wasn't as heavy with the guitar, so a lot of people was like, I'm like, bro, it's that album. It just has. I could put that album #1 and let it go. Honestly, yeah. I mean, to me, there's no misses. I mean, it's just that album captures this just dark, moody feeling. It's the darkest album they made, and I love it for that. I love Subdivisions. Great, one of my favorites. That was the highlight of the first time I got to see them, was watching them play that song. I mean, Analog Kid is a pure punk / new wave song. It's absolute energy. There's nothing happy about it. I played it on guitar already in a band. It's fun. I mean, then you go into Chemistry, which is moody again. I mean, and then you jump into freaking. I mean, then you jump into not the Digital.
I open a can of worms.
Yeah, you can jump into Digital Man. Digital Man has them pulling a little bit of reggae in their music, you know, just
Mine just had to buy a best of. Jesus Christ.
All right. If you want me to tell you if you wanted to know what to get from Rush, I would get the retrospective. They made it retrospectives between so many years. I would get the late 70s retrospective. I would get like a 70s.
Yeah, from the 70s.
I would probably, if you could get anything from 70, Essential would be 77 to 82.
I'd say 78, 82.
Well, I mean, I'm not Farewell to Kings. Farewell to Kings is great, man. You can't cut that out. What else is on that album? Xanadu. You gotta have Xanadu, bro. Got to. I could pull the album out right here. I mean, at least half the album is classics. It's full of. I mean, Permanent Waves has Spirit of Radio, has Free Will. Those are.
Yeah, but I mean, those right there they're essential, yes, but are they necessarily the best? Is that like really the best album they could have put on there? Xanadu, I give you. Yeah. But the rest of them, I can't give you.
Farewell to Kings is a great fucking. It's the first. I mean, that's the 5th album. It's terrific. Hemispheres, I can understand any fan wanting to skip that. It's the hardest thing they ever did. It's only 4 songs, and the majority of it sounds like the same thing over and over. I get that. The hardcore fan will tell you that's the album to have. I'm like, not for the general public, but the hardcore fan, they tell you that's the best one. It took me years. I got it on a good deal, or I wouldn't have it, because I wasn't about to pay no $40 for that. But I mean, Permanent Waves is not a big album, like 6, 7 songs, but it does have 3 classics. You know, I mean, Moving Pictures is a classic, so people tell you the whole thing, but you've got 4 hit singles on there. You've got 4 of the top songs they ever made, and then I mean, Farewell to Kings is to me is an essential album, but it doesn't have everything. So the best thing would be to get if you have nothing from Rush, and they have plenty live, plenty greatest hits. I mean, and they have the live album from every era you can listen to that has a collection of shit. But I would stay away from the first era, because the first album only has Working Man pretty much and Finding My Way. The second album is with Neil, Fly By Night. Does have like Anthem and Fly By Night and one other, but it's not that essential. Even I love Anthem. The third album was was a kind of a flop. I don't think you care about it. And 2112 is iconic, but they would go on to be better.
Okay. All right.
You can talk more about this on another thing. Rush is a question of, are there any bad albums?
No.
Or you have to pick worst to not best to not as great. You know.
It's almost like having Led Zeppelin debate.
Yeah. It's pretty much true, but I will tell you, Mike. Fuck hold you far. Fuck hold you far.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't need that in my life. I
But
don't.
all right, so I do got some stuff to show off. So
Let's do that. Let's
So
do it.
yeah, let me make it remind. Boom, boom.
oh, I am live and in living color.
Yes, you are, my good brother.
Hey, Masterville, Chicago.
More like L.E. Chicago. So, but
So,
all right.
where is your? So if you go into a Bears game, is that the mask you're going to wear?
Shoot, I wish I would have test worn this first. I actually bought this because I thought it was cool as hell. But I test worn it and it is so tight on my head. Even with the laces loose. Like I got it loose as hell and it's like real tight. So I'm just gonna keep it in just gonna keep it on the head and
You know what it is, Josh? It's a condom for your head.
What does everybody
we'll take care
want?
of you guys pretty soon.
The what?
We'll be taking care of you guys pretty soon.
Yeah, whatever.
But all right. Well, I got that at this thing called Wicked Whiting, basically a Halloween fest that goes on in a town near me. So I got that. Picked this up at one of my comic book hauls.
Chaos Comics, Stone
What?
Cold Steve Austin.
What?
What?
I can't believe they wanted Tony Storm in Hollywood, Florida. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Then I got a mixture of Coleco, a record online site,
Coleco.
Coleco, and some garage sale finds and some eBay. So it's all kind of a mixture here.
Okay.
So I'll start off with this. I don't remember buying this, but apparently I did.
I know them nights.
Ghost air freshener. Hell yeah.
So that's gonna go up in the car.
I have the Motorhead and the Misfits, and I have them in the album sealed.
So and then
Does the Motorhead one smell like whiskey and Coke?
speaking of Motorhead,
There's Lemmy.
I remember when you bought. I was tempted to buy that. I was glad you got one.
I got it. Oh my god, this thing looks. It's freaking hilarious. It's Lemmy as a duck.
Yes.
Man, that's going in my guest bedroom. So okay, here I'll start with the eBay. Let me see. This is that's all. Garage sales. Here, I had to bite the bullet. I had to buy this collection on eBay.
All Megadeth.
Nice.
The first 5 Megadeth albums.
Wow.
How much you pay for those, Josh?
I
Arm and a
really don't
leg.
care to admit that right now. It was about $1
Wow.
So now was I caught it on a sale. So
ain't bad.
but it's got the classes. Killing is my business and business is good. So far so good. So what? Peace sells. Who's buying? My ultimate favorite right there. Rust in Peace.
A lot of people's.
And also,
Oh, yeah, Countdown to Extinction.
yeah. So, yeah, I'm glad I got this set.
Now, I have a question for you, Josh. What do you prefer, CDs, tapes, or vinyl?
Well, growing up, my mom had a bunch of vinyls, so I really didn't get into the vinyl scene. I was more cassette, so I'm more into getting the cassettes and everything. But mainly, but mainly I got everything on CD.
So might as well tape those nuts to your mouth.
What?
Nothing.
He's trying to make a joke.
Something about taping nuts to mouths.
But I prefer I prefer CDs. But also I'm not going for like a huge collection. I'm just trying to get back what I'm missing. I'm missing a lot of my tapes. I remember I remember having a lot more, and I don't know what happened to them. So now I'm trying to buy them all back and with like quadruple the prices, you know.
Enormous.
Inflation's a real deal, man.
Yeah,
inflation's a deal.
So this next lot I got at a yard sale and plus from Coleco. This was surprising to me that I don't have this anymore.
Oh, the Lies, Lies, Lies Guns N' Roses album. I actually have it somewhere.
So nice. I picked up those. I think that's an essential one to have.
Santana's greatest hits, buddy.
Yeah. Then we're just talking about them.
Led Zeppelin.
Got 3, 4, and Physical Graffiti. All great albums right there. Which I gotta send Jordan a copy of an extra Led Zeppelin 4 that I got on vinyl. So
yeah, which if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have bought it myself the same week.
I know.
But mine's that's a brand new one, not a second pressing like what Josh has.
Yeah. So here's the records I picked up.
Let's see.
Ooh, that's a good Who album.
I was so happy. I waited for that for 2 months, and I finally got. But I got a digitally enhanced version. Analog enhanced.
This one is a Japanese import, an 81 Japanese import.
Oh, nice.
So I happy. I did 3 great songs on here, and I'm actually glad to have this one in the collection.
I think the whole album's.
I picked this one up on pure because I liked the cover, and I didn't realize who it was until after I picked it up. Los Lobos.
Jane's Addiction.
No, it's Los Lobos.
Los Lobos. Oh.
Yeah.
Like some Jane's Addiction shit. That's what it looks like.
It's like La Pistol, El Corazon, like the gun of my heart or something like that. I know. I know Espanol. Now I picked this up at a garage sale. This album, you could see it in so many movies. It's like in the background of so many movies, and actually, there's a lot of people in a record community that collect this album and make pure walls out of it.
Ah.
Who? Her Alpit's Tijuana brass band, and you could see this. You could see this album in so many movies. Like let me see. Let me think of a movie. It was in Boondock Saints when was grabbing the albums real quick, and you see this flop over there. You could see it in what is that movie? Big Lebowski. When he's thumbing through the albums. So, and there's a couple other movies I just can't think of it right now. The Doors, Morrison Hotel.
Nice. I had to pass on that the other night. They wanted too much.
Yeah, I only paid like $15 for this.
Damn it.
Damn it.
And see, it's all it has is a bottom seam split. That's it. I'd have
paid 15 for that.
I love Jane's Addiction too.
What the? All right. If I had got this for $10.
Oh damn. That's just $24.99 and up.
Oh yeah. And the only thing wrong with it is the sleeve is a little beat up. Other than that, the album's great. Album looks in great condition.
Nothing wrong with that.
So yeah, if you're gonna have a Wasp album, this is one.
I've been putting it on.
One would be the one that has Blinded Texas. And I had to get this. Just for the comic book anime. No, here goes into.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Superman.
Here's where it goes to get into the expensive stuff. I know.
The Crow soundtrack.
Yes. I think if I gotta have it on vinyl, it'll be this one.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever released it on vinyl, so. Then another one.
Megadeth, rest in peace.
And if they ever start doing signings again, man, I was like, this will be the one I get signed.
Autographed.
Yeah, because I know Dave Ellison does the horror convention scene, so I know I could get it signed by him. But it's going to be Dave. That's going to be the hardest one to get.
Well, you're at the end because the final album singles out. They're getting ready to hang it up after this tour.
Black Label Society, stronger than death. Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got the Super Terrorizer on there.
I used to play 13 Years of Grief in a band.
I got some things I want to show you guys after Josh.
Off for you. Probably the last good one from them.
Actually, no, I like
You like Shot to Hell?
Catacombs of the Black. I like that one.
Oh, you got Mafia by Black Label Society on vinyl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that on CD. Oh, that's their latest album.
Doom Crew Inc. I actually got to listen to this one, so I don't even have this on CD yet. So then the final thing I get to show off some that Jordan sent me.
Happy birthday.
Megadeth. Hell yeah.
Megadeth water bottle. It goes, and I sent him the picture, and it goes right with my Slayer cooler.
And now, it is metal, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's metal. It's not plastic. It's metal.
Aluminum.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I need to find, since now I got Slayer and Megadeth lunch apparel. Now I got to find some Metallica and Anthrax related, so I can have like a big four.
There's a Metallica sandwich box, and there's an Anthrax thermos.
Well, technically, that's what this is. This is a thermos.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking thermos. You can put soup in. You can't put soup in that.
Well, that's true. Yeah. So yeah, maybe I could do that. So I have like a big 4-meal collection.
Yeah, there you go. Metallica and Anthrax, Slayer, and fucking Megadeth. Dude, that's fucking awesome. And happy birthday again, man. You're 27 years old.
That's right.
Hey, insurance just dropped 2 years ago for you for your car. Congratulations.
I wish. I really wish. Well, that's it. That's all.
That's all.
Actually, my buddy. Well, I don't got it down here. My buddy. I just recently had to sell my Mortal Kombat fight stick, and I had to pay some bills, so I had to sell my Mortal Kombat fight stick, and my buddy just surprised me because he said he was happy. He went to the store that I sold it to, and he was going to buy it for the Mortal Kombat collection that's coming out. And I told him, yeah, that's the one I sold him. And he's like, really? He was like, yeah. So then he just surprised me like on Friday. He's like, "Well, here you go, happy birthday." He bought my fight stick back.
Oh,
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I mean, it's huge. It's about this freaking big. I show. I
I have a Mortal Kombat fight stick from the first release of whatever it was on the PS3.
Yeah. This one. No, this one looks like the old arcade one.
Yeah, it has like a little foam up underneath,
Yeah.
and it has the buttons right here on the right hand side and the joystick,
Yeah.
and it's red and black.
No, this is classic colors.
Oh, you had the orange and red,
Yeah.
or yellow and red.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the one that was made for commercial use. You didn't get the one with the deluxe edition with the actual fight stick with the game.
No,
Man.
no, I didn't get that. But now I got to buy like this little adapter for the PS5 because I got a PS5 now. And when they released the Legacy Collection, I can use the stick and because it's for the Xbox. It's originally for the Xbox 360. But if you buy this a little adapter, you could play it on PS5.
Either one, the PS3 or the Xbox 360. Now, I do have to tell you, those buttons are interchangeable. You can actually take those buttons off and put them in different places.
I've been trying to figure out how to take that thing apart, man, without wrecking it.
Up underneath, when you lift it up, there's 4 screws, and you can take those buttons, you can pop them out, and move them anywhere you want to go.
It doesn't lift up.
Mine does.
Yeah, on yours, because I think that's for
Tournament.
No, the Mortal Kombat 9. That's when that one released for. It's either 9 or X.
It was the one that released for the PS3 and the Xbox 360.
Yeah, but like I said, mine looks like a legit. It was like it came off the arcade, the original Mortal Kombat arcade.
You know which one you have because they made 2. Yours came out after the other one released.
Yeah,
because a lot of people were pissed off that they didn't release it for everybody, and yours was, I think you could pay for like $50 at the time to get that one, and mine cost $250 fucking dollars. Fucking bullshit. So you might not be able to take yours apart.
No, if I do, I gotta pop some rubber pieces off, and I'll be able to get to the screws.
Yeah, fuck all that. Yeah, mine you lift up and it has everything right there up underneath.
Yeah, I know, because you could shove the games in there and everything, and the booklets.
Yeah, and I bought the game manual and all that shit with it coming there. All the cool shit. And then there was another version of it that came with bookends, and another version that came with just the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I did pre-order the Legacy Collection. I pre-ordered the collector's edition for the Xbox, and also a different collector's edition for the PS5, because they had two different ones. So I got one for the Xbox, one for the 360, one for the PS5.
You got an Xbox Series X?
Series X, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But the problem is the physical copies ain't coming out till December.
Yeah,
but the digital is coming out the end of October.
You just
So
still have me.
now I gotta, because all my buddies are gonna be like, "Oh, come on, jump on and start playing." So now I gotta buy the digital copy
So you can play.
Yeah, so I can play. I'm like, motherfucker.
Well, gentlemen, y'all ready to call it a night?
Well,
see y'all tomorrow night.
All right.
Oh, Phil, show you what you got.
All right. Well, I didn't get anything new, but this is what I've been reading lately. I hope you guys like the show. You guys like the show Invincible?
I actually like the comic book.
Well, the comic book is just as good. The show is pretty much close to the story. They changed a few things, but I digress. But I still like it. The Crow is a good comic book too.
Yeah.
I actually have a copy of that from that was dedicated to Brandon Lee by the creator of The Crow.
Nice. I don't
feel
know
like
how
next week,
for the Invincible. I watched season 1. I haven't watched season 2 and 3. I think there's 3 seasons out right now, right?
Yes.
There's 3 seasons.
this is a good Batman read right
Hush,
here.
that's a great story
Hush.
right there.
When we go off,
Oh, this is a good one too. This is Dick Grayson as
when
Batman.
we go offline, I got some stuff I gotta go out to the car and grab and bring in here to show you guys.
Check this out. This, you know something? I actually have the actual comic book of Fitz Comics.
You got that one?
881.
Yeah, that one's worth a lot of money.
A lot of money. I have this issue. I got it back when I was like in my, I think it was like 23, 24
Yeah,
when I got it.
I had that issue. I had to sell it, and I regret it ever since.
I'm sorry you had to sell.
Y'all ready
that,
to call
my
it a
friend.
night? Because we're gonna be back tomorrow night.
All right.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Ringside Rants,
You're doing life wrong, brother.
fucking right. And we're not just food to eat, ladies and gentlemen. We're not just food that just digests in your system and you get bowel movements. We are also
We're food for the ears, baby.
fucking right, man.
Yep. And just because I'm eating my ribs over here, which are awesome, doesn't mean that what's yours isn't mine, because you know what's mine is mine, what's yours is mine too.
As always, man. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not listening to us, you're not picking this up on your TV lookity box and your podcast service devices, you're fucking up, because we're fucking awesome.
Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah. Later, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.